All right, everybody out there, I want to thank you all for joining us here at DogMode. This is Coffee and Donuts event here live at DogMode in Salt Lake City, Utah. We are a sanctioned facility for North America diving dogs. This is a distance competition for canines. This particular event also happens to be a national championship qualifier. So 3 dogs in every division in our organization will be earning invites to our regional championships later this year. That being said, every jump you're going to see here tonight is basically measured from the end of that dock you see there into this pool, where the base of their tail meets the back end of that body. You're going to see that come across the water here. Where our judges see that score, they will mark it, call out a score. Each competitor gets 2 score jumps per splash. We do take the larger score of the 2 jumps. Divisions for tonight's competition are starting out with our novice group. It's 0 feet to 9 feet 11 inches. Our junior division, which is 10 feet to 14 feet 11 inches. Next will be the senior division, which is 15 feet 0 inches to 19 feet 11 inches. Then on to our master division. It is 20 feet 0 inches to 23 feet 11 inches. Then on to the elite division, which is 24 feet to 27 feet 11 inches. And you will see several dogs this weekend in our premier division from 28 feet 0 inches and above. A lot of big jumping dogs here this weekend, folks. A lot of beginners as well, so it's going to be a lot of fun. That being said, I'm going to turn the microphone over to our other judge, Peter, here, and we're going to get this evening's event started with Calypso.
Feet 6 inches.
You need to say it louder.
Callie's first jump at 24 feet 7 inches. Second jump coming in at 26 feet 0 inches.
was a few people wondering if you guys posted.
What?
There was a few people wondering if you guys posted the link to the YouTube live.
I gave it to Teresa.
Teresa?
All right, that will bring us to our second dog of the evening. This will be Hayley and Astrid. Brand new team with us this week, or this year, excuse me. This team owns a personal best of 9 feet and 10 inches. Current season average sits at 9 feet and 4 inches. Fun little black lab. This team will be taking a non-scored practice jump. Each team is allowed to decide if they want to do that or just their 2 scored jumps. Astrid, get your tug, sweetheart. You got it, Peter? I want to thank world-class wrangler Peter Davidson right behind me as well. This will be scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Hayley and Astrid. Once again, they do own a personal best of 9 feet 10 inches. Current average is... I can't leave.
Go get it from Craig. Go get it from Craig. No, he went past.
Jump came in a little bit longer at 5 feet 6 inches.
With what?
The tug.
We have Atlas. That was his unscored practice jump.
Nothing. So, is the link on?
Yeah, I sent it to Teresa.
I don't think anybody's watching anyway because everybody says that.
12 feet 6 inches for his first jump. Atlas's second jump is a new personal best at 16 feet 9 inches.
This will be Molly Johnson and her huge jumping chocolate Labrador. This is Bella X1. Huge jumping chocolate lab this season. Their current average sits at 24 feet and 0 inches. Personal best for this team, I remember the day they got this, was 27 feet and 5 inches. Huge jumping chocolate lab out of the Boise, Idaho area. On deck will be Peter and Blue, followed by Tasman and Bourbon, Stephen and Chaka, Vicky and CL, Morgan and Cobain. Scored jump number 1 right here. Jump number 1 for Bella is going to come in at 22 feet and 5 inches on jump number 1. 22 feet and 5 inches. Good girl, Bella. Once again, on deck is Peter and Blue, followed by Tasman and Bourbon, Stephen and Chaka, Vicky and Seal, Morgan and Cobain, Margarita and Coco. Jump number 2 is going to have some definite improvement on that. One's going to come in all the way out at 23 feet and 2 inches. 23 feet 2 inches on jump number 2. Good girl, Bella. Bella's ready to go again. Next up on the dock, another big jumping Labrador. This will be a black variety by the name of Blue and Peter Davidson. This team has a huge personal best, way out at 28 feet and 9 inches. 2021 season average sits at 25 feet and 9 inches. On deck will be Tasman and Bourbon, followed by Stephen and Chaka. Looks like we have guest holder Jeff on the back of the dock here for Peter and Blue. On deck once again is Tasman and Bourbon, followed by Stephen and Chaka. No practice jumps, right into their 2 scored jumps. Nice midair grab by Blue right there. Jump number 1's a good one, coming in for Blue at 24 feet and 10 inches on jump number 1. 24 feet and 10 inches. Good boy, Blue. On deck will be Blue's sister, Bourbon, followed by Stephen and Chaka, Vicky and Seal. Jump number 2 for Blue is going to come in a little bit shorter at 23 feet and 5 inches on jump 2. 23 feet 5 inches. Going to stick with that 24 feet 10-inch jump on jump number 1. Next up on the dock, this is actually Blue's littermate that you just saw up there. This is his little sister, Bourbon. Practice jump coming up here for Taz and Bourbon. They also are from the Boise area. This team owns another huge personal best at 28 feet 11 inches. Current average for this team sits at 26 feet 10 inches. Good girl, Bourbon. Good girl. Scored jump number 1 coming right here for Tasman and Bourbon. Jump number 1 for Bourbon's going to come in at 22 feet and 5 inches. 22 feet and 5 inches on jump number 1. Good girl, Bourbon. On deck will be Steven and Chaka, followed by Vicky and Seal, Morgan and Cobain, Margarita and Coco, Tracy and Decoy. Whoa. Little miss on the timing that time for Bourbon. Jump number 2 going to be quite a bit shorter, coming in at 18 feet and 11 inches on jump 2, 18 feet 11 inches. Good girl, Bourbon. That's going to bring us to Steven and Chaka, followed by Vicky and Seal, Morgan and Cobain, Margarita and Coco, Tracy and Decoy. And Chaka on dock, followed by Vicky and Seal, Morgan and Cobain, Margarita and Coco. This team want to say thank you to Steven and Christine from calling the way up from Spring City, Utah. No practice jumping. Fast little chocolate Labrador. Jump number one's a good one for Chaka, coming in at 19 feet 0 inches. Good girl, Chaka, 19 feet and 0 inches. Such a fast little chocolate Labrador. This team does own a huge personal best of 21 feet 3 inches. The season average will sit at 20 feet and 2 inches. On deck is Vicky and Seal, Morgan and Cobain, Margarita and Coco. Score jump number 2 coming up right here for Steven and Chaka. Want to thank all our sponsors this weekend as well. Wasatch K9 Fitness and Training, Atlas Outfitters, Draw It Out. DogMode allowing us to hold these events here. Jump number 2 coming up right here for Chaka. Jump number 2 is going to be a little bit shorter on that one, coming in at 15 feet and 5 inches on jump 2. 15 feet 5 inches, going to stick with that jump of 19 feet 0 inches on jump number 1.
Craig, what was that? I couldn't hear you. Try again. One more time. 15? 15.5.
Next up on the dock, we have a treat for you right here, folks, all the way from Boise, Idaho. This is North America Diving Dogs, #1 ranked Belgian Lacanois. This is Vicky, Jeff, and Seal. This team owns a huge personal best of 26 feet 11 inches. Current average sits at 19 feet 10 inches. Good boy, Seal. Ended season 2020 in North America Diving Dogs as the overall #1 dog for the season in his breed. You will see a few more of those this evening. On the property right now, we also have the #1 Chesapeake Bay Retriever, the #1 Belgian Malinois, and the #1 Siberian Husky, as well as many other top 5s in their breeds. Score jump #1 coming up right here for Vicky, Jeff, and Seal. Let's get this team with a huge personal best out at 26 feet 11 inches. Nice looking jump by Seal right there. Jump #1's a big one for Seal, coming in right at 25 feet 0 inches on jump #1, 25 feet 0 inches. Good boy, Seal. Score jump #2 coming up right here for Seal. Wow, nice job, buddy. That was a pretty jump. Jump number 2 will be a little bit shorter, though. That one's going to come in at 23 feet 11 inches. Still a really good jump by Seal. Good boy, buddy. 23 feet 11 inches on jump number 2. Nice job by Seal. Next up on the dock will be Morgan and Cobain, followed by Margarita and Coco, Tracy and Decoy, Janae and Duke, Chris and Dutch, Cassie and Everest, Steph and Finn will round out page 1 of my judges sheet. This will be their non-scored practice jump. This team does own a personal best of 7 feet and 4 inches. Current average is at 4 feet and 7 inches. Good boy, Cobain. World-class toy wrangler Peter Davidson will be retrieving that for us. We'll get reset for scored jump number 1. Jump number 1 for Cobain is going to come in at 3 feet and 9 inches. 3 feet 9 inches, Cobain. On deck will be Coco and Margarita, followed by Tracy and Decoy, Janae and Duke, Chris and Dutch. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here. Jump number 2 going to be just a little bit shorter, coming in at 3 feet and 5 inches on jump number 2. 3 feet and 5 inches. Good boy, Cobain. That's going to bring us to one of our newer teams. This is Margarita and her little chocolate lab, Coco, followed by Tracy and Decoy. Brand new team, just at our very last event, already set a huge personal best out at 19 feet and 10 inches. Scored jump number 1 coming up right here for Margarita and Coco. Once again, they do own a huge personal best already out at 19 feet 10 inches. Current average sits at 19 feet and 1 inch. Beautiful toss and a very nice jump there. Jump number 1's a really big one for this team. That's going to come in at 18 feet and 8 inches. 18 feet 8 inches. Good girl, Coco. Beautiful toss there by Margarita. On deck is Tracy and Decoy, followed by Janae and Duke. Scored jump number 2 coming up right here. That first score was at 18 feet and 8 inches. Is there a beautiful toss, ripped it right out of her hand almost. Jump number 2 will be just a little bit shorter. That one's going to come in at 16 feet and 7 inches. 16 feet and 7 inches. Going to use score number 1 from the first jump, 18 feet and 8 inches. Good girl, Coco. Next up on the dock will be Tracy and Decoy, followed by Janae and Duke. No practice jumps for this team right here. Own a personal best of 21 feet 0 inches. Current average sits at 19 feet 2 inches. Want to thank them for coming all the way up from down by Grand Junction, Colorado. On deck, Janae and Duke, Chris and Dutch. God, beautiful toss, nice jump. I think that's going to be a new personal best by a lot. 21 feet 5 inches on jump number 1. 21 feet and 5 inches. Good boy, Decoy. Beat it by 5 inches. 21 feet and 5 inches. I think that's our first personal best of the night so far. It's still early. We'll have plenty more. Good boy, Decoy. Nice toss there, that big jolly ball. That being said, I want to thank Jessica and Atlas Outfitters for building the tug you'll see most competitors have here this evening. She is out back with her booth this weekend. Thankful she came up all the way from Denver, Castle Rock to be exact. Score jump number 2 coming right here. Another good jump by Decoy. One extra inch on jump number 2. That one's going to come in at another personal best at 21 feet 6 inches. Good boy, Decoy. Back-to-back personal best jumps right there. Nice job. Next up on the dock, another treat for you right here. This was 2021 or 2020's number 2 ranked Weimaraner in all of North America diving dogs. This is Janae and Duke. This team owns a huge personal best of 25 feet 3 inches. Their season average is well over 23 feet at 23 feet 6 inches. Will be a non-scored practice jump for Duke right here. On deck will be a new team, Chris and Dutch, followed by Cassie and Everest. Beautiful toss as always by Janae. Huge looking jump by Duke. Good boy. Mid-air grab as usual for Duke. Score jump number 1 coming up right here for Janae and Duke. Good looking jump by Duke. A ton of height on that one right there. Jump number 1's a good one for Duke. That one's going to come in at 23 feet 2 inches. 23 feet and 2 inches on jump number 1. Good boy, Duke. Score jump number 2 coming up right here for Janae and Duke. On deck is Chris and Dutch. Holy belly flop and splash on that one. I didn't need another shower, buddy, I promise. Jump number 2 is going to be a little bit shorter, coming in at 22 feet and 1 inch on jump 2. Good jump again at 22 feet 1 inch. Good boy, Duke. This will be their first ever competitive jump. This is Chris and Dutch. Fun little Dutch Shepherd, appropriately named. Just barely started this sport in the last couple weeks. Boys doing great. Will be their non-scored practice jump. Good boy, Dutch. Nice jump there, buddy. Whatever you see this for, first score is going to be their new personal best and their mark to beat. Good boy, Dutch. On deck is Cassie and Ravishla Everest, followed by Stephanie and Finn. Very nice, buddy. That was beautiful. First ever score jump for this team is going to come in at 14 feet and 4 inches. 14 feet, 4 inches. Good boy, Dutch. Huge stretch and a really nice looking jump there. Very nice jump by Dutch. On deck, Cassie and Everest, followed by Stephanie and Finn. Then we'll turn over to page 2, and that will be led off by Fisher, Gracie, Hayden, Hydra. Wow, mid-air grab right there. Bigger jump on jump number 2. That one's going to come in at 14 feet and 10 inches. 14 feet, 10 inches. Nice job, Dutch. First ever scored jumps come in at 14 feet, 4 inches, and 6 more inches at 14 feet and 10 inches. Great way to start their career with North America Diving Dogs. Next up on the dock with our little Vishla Everest, this is Cassie, followed by Stephanie and Finn. Sonia and Fisher, Amanda and Gracie. Amanda, Mike, and Gracie, it's a family affair when they get up there. Teresa and Hayden, Jessica and Hydra. Philomena and Jeter. Good girl, Everest. That was their non-scored practice jump. Next 2 will be their scored competitive jumps, followed by Stephanie and Finn, Sonia and Fisher. Have you seen? Scored jump number 1 for Everest is going to come in at 8 feet and 8 inches. 8 feet, 8 inches for Everest on jump number 1. Nice job. That water tastes good, though. Each one of these teams is given their choice of 2 or 3 jumps. They do get a total of 4 minutes on the dock per team, no matter how many jumps they do choose. That clock starts when the 2 feet by the handler and all 4 feet by the competitive dog are on the dock. As long as the feet are moving forward on the second jump before that timer runs out, everything does count. Much bigger on jump number 2. That one's going to come in at 10 feet and 2 inches on jump 2. 10 feet, 2 inches. Good girl, Everest, the tiny little Vizsla. Good girl. Reached up, move on to the next dog. This is going to be huge jumping yellow lab. This is Stephanie and Finn. No practice jumps for this team.